Hello and welcome back to the channel. Let me start by asking you this. Have you ever felt like the weight of the world's suffering is too much to bear? Do you wonder if there's a way to ease the pain of others while also finding peace within yourself? Today, we'll explore an extraordinary and transformative topic, the compassionate stories of Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, and how their wisdom guides us in alleviating suffering. In the teachings of Buddhism, compassion is at the heart of the path to enlightenment. It's not just a passive feeling of pity or sympathy, but a profound, active force that seeks to relieve the suffering of all beings. But what does this compassion look like in practice? And how can we, ordinary individuals, cultivate such a vast, selfless love? Let's journey through some of the most profound stories from the life of Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, and uncover the deeper wisdom behind their actions. When we look at the life of Buddha, we see someone who, upon attaining enlightenment, could have easily chosen to remain in a peaceful, detached state, untouched by the suffering of the world. However, Buddha made a different choice. Instead of retreating from the pain of others, he chose to engage with it, to guide people toward understanding and liberation. Buddha's compassion was not limited to his immediate followers, it extended to all beings, transcending time, place, and circumstance. One of the most famous stories of Buddha's compassion is when he encountered a woman named Kisagoti, who was grieving the death of her young child. Overwhelmed with sorrow, Kisagoti went to Buddha and asked for a remedy to bring her child back to life. Buddha, seeing her intense suffering, gave her an unusual task to find mustard seeds from a household that had not experienced death. Kisagoti went from door to door, only to find that every family had lost someone. In the end, Kisagoti realized that death is a universal experience, and through this realization, she overcame her grief. Buddha's compassionate guidance helped her to see that suffering is part of life, and that understanding its impermanence can lead to liberation from sorrow. This story teaches us an important lesson about the nature of suffering. Buddha's compassion wasn't about offering a simple solution to Kisagoti's pain, but about guiding her toward a deeper understanding of life's impermanence. It's a powerful reminder that true compassion often requires us to face the realities of life, not to escape them, but to understand them more fully. When we accept that suffering is inevitable, we can begin to transform our relationship with it, finding peace even in the midst of hardship. Another figure that embodies boundless compassion is Avalokiteshvara, also known as Guanyin, the Bodhisattva of compassion. Avalokiteshvara is one of the most revered figures in Mahayana Buddhism, known for their infinite ability to hear the cries of suffering beings and respond with compassion. One of the most famous stories of Avalokiteshvara's compassion involves the Bodhisattva's vow to help all beings attain liberation. When Avalokiteshvara saw the countless beings trapped in samsara, they vowed to help each one achieve enlightenment. However, as the number of beings grew, Avalokiteshvara realized that they could not do it alone. Their bodies split into 1,000 arms, each holding a different tool of compassion and wisdom, symbolizing the Bodhisattva's capacity to reach out to all suffering beings. This story exemplifies the Bodhisattva ideal, the willingness to delay one's own full enlightenment in order to assist all beings in their journey to liberation. Avalokiteshvara's compassion is not limited by time or space. It transcends personal gain and individual desires, instead focusing entirely on the alleviation of suffering. This selfless dedication is something we can all learn from. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, is a step toward cultivating our own inner Avalokiteshvara, embodying compassion in our lives. You may be wondering, how can we, as ordinary people, begin to practice this profound compassion? The path is not about performing grand gestures or extraordinary acts. In fact, small, consistent acts of kindness and patience are the key. Compassion begins with our thoughts, attitudes, and intentions. It's about shifting our mindset from one of self-centeredness to one that seeks the welfare of others. In our daily lives, we encounter countless opportunities to practice compassion, whether it's helping a friend in need, showing patience in the face of frustration, or offering a listening ear to someone who is suffering. These simple acts of kindness contribute to the alleviation of suffering. Just as Avalokiteshvara uses 1,000 arms to reach out to the world, we too can use our actions to extend compassion in countless ways. Furthermore, compassion is not just about giving to others, it also involves being compassionate toward ourselves. Many times, we are our own harshest critics. We hold on to past mistakes, failures, and regrets, allowing them to define us. True compassion includes self-compassion, the ability to forgive ourselves, to show kindness to our own hearts, and to recognize that we too are worthy of love and understanding. By cultivating compassion for ourselves, we deepen our ability to offer it to others. One of the most important aspects of practicing compassion is understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is interdependent. Our actions, words, and thoughts affect not only ourselves, but also those around us. When we understand this interconnectedness, we begin to see the suffering of others as our own. We begin to recognize that the joy and pain of others are not separate from us, but part of the same vast web of life. This realization can inspire us to act with greater compassion, knowing that by alleviating the suffering of others, we are also bringing healing to ourselves. As we continue our journey on the path of compassion, it's important to remember that this is not a destination, but a process. We may encounter setbacks or challenges along the way, but each step forward is a victory. Every time we choose compassion over anger, understanding over judgment, we are strengthening our practice. And through this practice, we awaken to the deeper wisdom and love that lie within us all. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences with compassion. Have there been moments in your life where you were able to ease someone's suffering, or perhaps when you found compassion for yourself? Please share your insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on cultivating wisdom and compassion in your life. Thank you for watching, and may you continue to walk the path of compassion, alleviating suffering and spreading love wherever you go.